When people look at Kyle Shanahan and his record, which is 6 games under 500, it's the injuries. It's the injuries. It's either going to make or break him in his first stint as a head coach. And that's part of it. But to me, it's the quarterback. It's the quarterback position. They're in year 5, and they're finally settling on a franchise guy. And I think it's important to look back and really point out that the Niners never had a coherent plan at this position until now. Until now, when they have a pretty good one. It's funny how they ended up here. So let's just start with what I'm going to call Plan A at quarterback. We know what it was. We've gone over it a million times. The Niners decided they wanted Kirk Cousins. They were going to sign Kirk Cousins in 2018. And the fallout of that decision was they didn't get Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. We know that was bad. But the thing that I want to talk about is in retrospect, coming to a team with a blank slate, kind of like what Robert Saleh is doing now on the Jets. It's a blank canvas. You get to do whatever you want. The idea of not starting with a quarterback on a rookie deal and waiting a year to sign Kirk Cousins to a ton of money is kind of quaint in retrospect. Like, teams don't do that anymore. They don't do that.
Absolutely.
It was a bad first plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know a lot of Niners fans, myself included, didn't want Kirk Cousins.
No, I mean, he's fine, but
solid,
he's going to be a free agent. We were not
looking for solid. We were looking to actually build an upgrade and franchise. We didn't want another bridge quarterback, and so I'm glad we did not get him. And I think his stats with the Vikings are pretty honest.
Yeah. I mean, we're the Vikings. He's fine. He's Kirk Cousins on the Vikings, and that team is going nowhere.
Yeah, and they've had some good players. And I think the coaching staff is not too bad, but he's just not he's not the cut above norm that we need.
No, I mean, and they knew when in 2017 that Kirk Cousins was going to be the top free agent quarterback in 2018. I mean, he was going to become the highest paid player in the league. And they wanted to do that. They wanted to make Kirk Cousins the highest paid player in the league. No team in 2021, no coach and GM in 2021 would join a team and say, okay, let's wait a year and go for the highest paid quarterback in free agency. No, you draft a quarterback. You do what Urban Meyer did. You do what Roberts. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows the advantage of getting the quarterback in a rookie deal. The Niners know it now too. That's why they have Trey Lance. But in 2017, they were a little bit behind the times, which is how they started this misadventure in the first place.
Yeah, I think the whole Peyton Manning effect is just, it's once in a lifetime. And I think there's a lot of flash and splash free agent deals and everything. And everybody thinks, you know what? Last year we were a 500 team, but we'll go out and get Kirk Cousins and we'll go to the Super Bowl. And I think some teams and certainly some fan bases think that's the fix, and it's not. I think the 49er fix has been the right thing as far as leading into Trey Lance, because their draft picks did not go into Mahomes. They didn't go into Watson. And yeah, you can look in retrospect and who would not want Mahomes, of course. But where they are now, the players they have now, people like Bosa, some of the free agents they were able to go out and get. This is all the domino effect of not having drafted in the past and leading up to the point where you have Trey Lance now.
It's clear that the Niners wanted to put a team together before they brought a quarterback in because the team was terrible. And
right. They didn't get Garoppolo until they had a slightly deeper defensive and offensive line. And of course, Sherman came to the team and players like that. So they were ready to bring in. I don't think they hoped he was a bridge quarterback, but he kind of has filled that role. When he's on the field anyway, a good bridge quarterback.
Yes. So just to me, like when you think about why Patrick Mahomes isn't on this team, the reason Trey Lance is on the team is because Patrick Mahomes isn't. And the reason Patrick Mahomes isn't is because the Niners were waiting to make Kirk Cousins the highest paid player in the league. It's kind of mind-boggling. It's like almost a Twilight Zone. Like, man, that was like 1935. That was a different era. Those were simpler times. So, okay, the Niners
watch that draft again. Each time you still have hope they don't pass on him. And it's just like you said, it's the Twilight Zone. It's self-torture to go back and watch that draft.
So, 29 and 35, Kyle, this is where it started. Not the injuries, the fact that the initial plan was just off. And it's called a rookie move. Kyle was his first year. It was 37. John Lynch had never been a rookie move. Kyle had familiarity with Kirk Cousins, trusted him. If he could do it again, I'm sure he would just take Patrick Mahomes.